Well hit down the left field line. Way back and the winners and still world champions, the Toronto Blue Jays. It's only the second time ever that a World Series has ended on a home run.
That was then, this is now, and now is our time.
Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball.
Welcome to the Blue Jays Banter. I'm Mike Jackman. Blue Jays were doing really well after beating the Tampa Bay Rays 7-3 in the first game of a 3-game series at home, but Tampa Bay turned things around and won 12-2 in game number 2 and 9-4 in game 3. And I'm not going to show the highlights of those two games because who wants to see them anyways, unless you're a Tampa Bay fan, and if that's the case, you're in the wrong video section. Blue Jays were still in good shape after that 9-game homestand, going 4-5 and had a record of 6-6. So they traveled to Kansas City for only their second road series of the year. It was a 4-game series against the Kansas City Royals, who had yet to win a game at home. So the Blue Jays smelled blood in the water, and they looked to pounce on that opportunity. Let's check out the highlights from Kansas City. Bottom 3, Eric Heisman lines this one, caught by Lind. He steps on first for the second out, and then he catches the runner on second, napping. A triple play for the Blue Jays for the first time in 33 years. Kyle Drabek says, "Thank you very much, Mr. Lind." That triple play seemed to put a little spark into the Blue Jays offense. Aaron Sebia, who's been criticized so far this year with the bat, but he singles here to put the Blue Jays on the board, and it's 2-1. Blue Jays still down 2-1. Aaron Sebia back at it again, singles up the middle, bringing in another run, and the Blue Jays have come back to tie it at 2. Well, let's keep this going. Bases loaded. Jose Bautista goes oppo, bringing in another run, and the Blue Jays lead at 3-2. They held on to win the opener of this series 4-3. Bottom of the first inning in game number 2, Drew Hutchison making his debut for the Blue Jays, and Alex Gordon greets the youngster with a home run to center. Might as well give up your first home run early. 1-0 Kansas City. Tied at 1 then, the Blue Jays take the lead as Kobe Rasmus singles to right, bringing in the runner from third. Blue Jays lead it 2-1. Start of a big day for Rasmus. The score now 4-1 Jays, bottom 5. Mitch Mayer takes Hutchison deep to center. This one would not leave the yard, but it would go off the wall. Good enough for a triple to bring in the runner from second, and the Royals cut into the lead. It's 4-2. Now 4-3, still bottom 5. Eric Hosmer goes deep to center off Hutchison. It was a rough start for the rookie, but the Blue Jays were still in it, only down 5-4. With a man on in the top of the 6th, I said Kobe Rasmus had a big game, and there's the home run to prove it as he puts the Blue Jays back on top, 6-5. Still 6-5, top of 7, Edwin Encarnacion puts this ball out of reach, and the game out of reach, as that's a 2-run shot to give the Jays an 8-5 lead, en route to a 9-5 victory in game 2. And now for Sunday afternoon's game, the Blue Jays jump out in the top of the 5th. Escobar singles to right, bringing in Rajay Davis, and the Blue Jays lead it 1-0. Blue Jays keep things going in the 5th as Bautista lines this one just out of the reach of Alcides at short, and a gutsy call by Brian Butterfield sending home JP Arencibia, but a perfect slide by Arencibia at home makes it 2-0 Jays. Top of 8, 4-2. This is how you manufacture runs as the Royals try and yag the runner going to second. They don't worry about Brett Lowry, though, coming home, and that's the insurance run as the Jays lead at 5-2, and they take it 5-3. So, just when you thought the Blue Jays might be in the dumps after losing 2 out of 3 to Tampa Bay at home, they turn the negative into a positive and defeat the Kansas City Royals in the first 3 games of this 4-game set. We saw a lot of firsts in this one. Kobe Rasmus had a big series in game number 2. We saw the first start of Drew Hutchison in game 2 as well. And then the triple play in game 1 where Adam Lind started that triple play. The first triple play in Blue Jays history in 33 years. But we all know there should have been one in the 1992 World Series. So really it should be 20 years, but who's complaining? I'm just saying. The Blue Jays can finish off this sweep on Monday night. Thanks for watching, and keep on bleeding the blue and white.